I live in abundance and there's always enough for me. Friend, if you've been saying you're manifesting a soft life, but every time you check your bank account, your chest gets a little tight, then this episode is for you. If you side eye people living in overflow because you secretly don't believe you'll ever have it that way, this episode is a mirror. If you've been doing the vision boards, the affirmations, the 369 method, and you still feel stuck, this episode is your nudge. Are you ready? Get set. Let's grow. Hey, friend. Hey, welcome back to another episode of From the Ground to the Crown, a podcast community where we grow with intention, elevate our mindset, and step into the highest version of ourselves unapologetically. I'm your host, your girl, Kenesha B, and welcome back, friend. If this is your first time with us, hey, girl, hey, boy, hey, bro, what's up? I'm so grateful that you're here joining me for an episode on abundance. Today's affirmation from the Hey Friend Hey affirmation card deck is abundant, of course, and it says, listen, friend, everything is out there for you. There's abundance in every area of your life. No matter what others have, there's always more than enough. And I want to stress that last part. There's always more than enough. And the affirmation for this episode is, I live in abundance and there's always enough for me. Friend, the ism for today is something that it's not even about me. It's not even about you. This is just cosmic. This is scientific at this point, right? Because energy does not lie. The ism for today is you can't fake abundant energy with broke beliefs. You can't fake abundant energy with brokey, lack mindset beliefs. You cannot, okay? And let's get into this episode today because if you are a woman who wants more but feels guilty even asking, friend, you got to stay tuned for this episode. If you're a man who thinks he has to grind to be worthy of rest or reward, friend, I'm talking to you, okay? If you are a person who is tired of saying I'm good when life feels like it's crumbling, come on, we're going to have to do something differently. And today is the day that you get to do that. This episode today is for anyone who's been playing it small because they don't feel like, they don't believe, they don't truly believe that there is more than enough for them. I want to get into a time in my life where I was there. I was the person who didn't believe that there was more than enough. I felt like I had lived long enough to know, and I owned the belief that there was lack in my life, specifically when it came to love. Now I'm married happily and have been for a few years, and I've been in a relationship for even longer, and I know the truth of what this is, right? About how abundant the world is and how much love there is for others and myself. But there was a time where I did not believe that. I mean, I was out here trying my best to really will love my way, and I was doing things all wrong. So let me get into it. Set the year for you. 2016, I got out of a relationship, and I'm a relationship girl, so I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself some time, and then I'm back out here. 2017, I'm back outside. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just date people in my circle, not date, but go out on dates with them. That didn't work out. Then I tried to just do some free, just going out to the bar, seeing who I run into. Also did not work. So in my mind, there was nobody for me. I started traveling as a life coach and an international speaker, and I was doing a lot of events internationally, and I was convinced that I was not going to find somebody in the United States. There was nobody in the United States that was worthy. I wasn't living in New York, so no one outside of New York was really worthy of my time. And I spoke that into existence. I would literally walk around saying, like, there is nothing out here for me. The dating pool got pee in it, like all the things that are common to say when dating is just feeling icky. I was saying those things. I was embodying those things. I would just be turned off by little things, and just having to constantly talk to someone, learn about them for it to not work out. It was just annoying to me. But here's the thing. The universe hears you. The universe feels you. Like I said earlier, you can't fake abundant energy with broke beliefs. And I truly had to pivot my thought process and really start to embody someone who believed that there was love out there for them. So I shifted my mindset, which also helped me to align my actions. So not only did I start to believe that there was love out there, that there was someone worthy of my time and my presence and my love, I acted accordingly. What I started doing was I started going out on dates with myself, taking myself out on dates in Atlanta. And I made a list of all these restaurants that I wanted to go to. And I ended up talking to people on dating apps, and I would invite them. Sometimes if they would ask me, okay, where do you want to go? If you want to go out on a date, I would tell them where I want to go. But if it got to a point where it was like day 3 and they hadn't mentioned anything about going anywhere, I'm like, hey, do you want to meet up and go out for a date? Like, I'm going to this place. Do you want to come? And they would pull up for the most part because they also wanted to get to know me. What that did was take a lot of pressure off me wanting to fulfill these love fantasies, these marriage dreams that I had in my head. I just wanted to simply eat a good meal and have a good conversation. And I stuck with that notion. And what I was doing in the background was reminding myself that I was worthy of presence, and I was being present, right? And so I started to talk about the things that I want, but not in a where do we see each other from 5 years, but like, hey, are you cool? What's your favorite things? Like, where, just really friend centered questions. And I started to just look at people like this is just another human who happens to be a man in my presence. I wasn't looking at them like, oh, this is my husband or my boyfriend or any of those things. I just wanted to meet somebody who I could really build a great friendship with. Abundance didn't come because I got lucky. It came because I got in alignment. So once I started to believe in myself that love was here for me, and I started to act accordingly, taking myself on dates and doing things that I really enjoyed, inviting someone out to enjoy it with me. And then when I'm out, not hammering them with these like relationship-esque questions, but really just wanting to get to know them on like a human friend level, I ended up meeting my husband on Tinder, which to me is still mind-blowing that we met on Tinder because we are like the most connected souls like in the world to me, right? And so I swiped on him. We ended up not meeting right away because all the things in life were happening. But when we did meet, it was a pizza date. And the pizza date turned into like Thai date. And then I think we went to Mexican. And like we just were eating and enjoying each other's company. And everything that I had pivoted to believe, everything that I had told myself was true for me now, actually became true for me. He is the embodiment of what I believed about myself. And I believed that I was worthy of this gift of love. I believed that I had enough to give. I believed that there was someone out there for me who really wanted to just enjoy my time and enjoy my company and laugh at all my cool ass jokes because I'm funny. And here we are, 7, almost 8 years later, still enjoying each other's company. And that's a testament to me going from not believing that there was love out there for me because I thought I had been through them all, to pivoting my mindset and understanding that once I embodied what I was looking for, abundance and love, that would find me. And it did. And so I want you to hold on to that story. And it might not be about love. It might be about money. It might be about opportunities. It could be about a wealth of things. But when it comes to abundance, you cannot fake the energy because the universe understands not what you're saying. They understand what you're feeling, what you're embodying, the energy that you're holding into the things that you're putting this energy towards, right? Or how do I say this? The universe reciprocates. The universe reciprocates the energy that you're putting out there. That is what it's going to do. It's not going to sit here and fake the funk with you. You can lie to yourself all day, but you cannot lie to the universe. You cannot fake that. And so I want to pivot to the root and rise segment of today's episode. And if you're new here, this is your first time here. Root and rise is where we take a thought that once had us stuck, dig deep into the root, and elevate it to a crown perspective so that we can see things a little differently. Before we get there though, if you have not already, hit the subscribe button on the channel to stay tuned for weekly episodes of From the Ground to the Crown. I talk to you. I'm going to start talking to guests soon, and I want you to stay tuned for all that's coming your way. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure you follow the episode to get notifications when a new one drops weekly. And go ahead and leave a 5-star review about today's podcast. So grateful in advance for all the loving energy and supporting words that you share about this. Let's get into the root segment of today's episode. We always start with some questions, y'all, because we got to dig deep into our own selves. Be real introspective about what we're doing here so that we can truly stop living in this brokey mindset and get to some abundance. So here's the first question. In what areas of your life do you secretly fear there's not enough to go around? You don't got to drop your information underneath this episode, okay? You don't got to spread your business out there. You can tell me if you want to, because I read it. But if you don't want to, just think about it. If you understood that you could not lie about being abundant, you could not lie about feeling abundant. If you had to be very honest and strip away all the masks and layers, where in your life do you secretly fear there's not enough to go around? I mean, you know it, right? Let's get to the second question. Have you ever celebrated someone else's abundance while doubting your own? Damn, that one hit crazy. Because, there were periods in my life where I watched my friends with their man. I watched them out here and I'm like, damn, that look cool. Why can't that be me? Why can't that be me? But you know what? I pivoted. I looked at them and I'm like, I'm so happy for you, girl, because you deserve that love. Yes, queen. Yes, king. Okay. I wanted them to be celebrated and loved on. And once I did that, I found the love within myself. I remembered how abundant I was in love and appreciated all the love I had to give. And the universe sent me somebody to do the same for me. And he's so full of love. I mean, we have a lovely ass time together, okay? All right, y'all. But yes, have you ever celebrated someone else's abundance while doubting your own? And be honest, because we all have been there. Some of us are still there. And it's okay, because you're going to change. Things are going to change. You are going to step into abundance. I know it. And let's reflect on this last question. What emotions or memories come up when you hear the word abundant? Because sometimes words trigger things within us that if we take a minute to sit with, we recognize that, hold up, there's something there. What is it? Dig within and pull that out. That is the whole point of rooting, to get to the bottom of what is there so that you can be honest about it and do something differently. So when you take those 3 questions and you look at them and you peel apart in your life where these things are coming from, how they got here, why they're still planted, you can then rise, right? And when we rise, we can do things like have language that shapes our energy. You cannot fake the funk, and you cannot laugh and joke about the seriousness of energy and abundance. Let me explain. You can say things like, it's hard to find love, and it will be hard to find love. Or you can pivot to something like, love flows to me effortlessly. Come on. Doesn't that sound great? Another one, there's never enough time, money, or peace. We say that, oh, there's never enough time. Okay, then there won't be enough time. But you can swap that language out and say something like, there's more than enough for me. There's more than enough time for me. There's more than enough money for me. Because there is. And then you say it so much that you actually truly start to believe it is true. And it will be. Another one. I don't deserve that. Anytime I hear somebody say they don't deserve, if it's something like positive and they just don't think that they're worthy, that really pains my spirit. Because you could say something like, I am ready and worthy to receive. And that shifts things for you, right? Yes. Here's the last one. I always miss out on things. I'm always missing out. If you truly believe that you always missing out, well, you always gonna miss out. But you could say something like, everything aligned comes to me in divine time. I miss out on nothing that's for me. Everything aligned comes to me in divine time. Say it with a smile and believe it to be true, because it is. And so it shall be. Another thing, when we're stepping into the rise part of this abundant episode, let's look at things like embodying abundance before the evidence is there. Okay, come on. Like, think about it. You don't have to see it to believe it. A lot of the things that we believe, we don't even see. Look at Wi-Fi. How does everyone believe in Wi-Fi? And it's not there, but it is. But it is. You think your Wi-Fi signal is so strong in your house? How do you even know? You don't see anything, but you believe it. So if you could believe in Wi-Fi, then I need you to believe in abundant energy. Okay? I need you to believe that, yes, there's abundance and there's enough. More than enough for you. Once you embody abundance before the evidence is seen, it changes the way that you do things. It changes the way that the world looks. It changes the way that things show up for you. And it changes how you attract things to you, because the universe sees you out here believing to be true. And it's like, oh shoot, we gotta make it true. Yeah, let's send her the love that she believes that she's worthy of. Oh damn, we gotta send her some more money because she believes that she's worthy. She's acting accordingly. She's saying the things and the energy is matching up. Oh damn, we gotta give her that opportunity because yes, she is worthy. She understands that things come in divine time for her. She's moving accordingly. Come on, we gotta help her out. Yes, that is how it works here. So when you start to embody the evidence, when you start to use language that shapes the energy around you, you step into a life where it is abundant and there's always more than enough for you. Things like daily reminders also help to support your daily ritual into abundance. Here are 4 reminders that you can use today to start to step into abundant energy. Pick one. Pick any one and say it aloud every morning. And let's try it for the next 21 days. 21 days of you saying one of these every single day. Just try it. Try it with me. I'll pick one too. The first one is, my blessings are already in motion. Come on, don't that feel good when you say it? My blessings are already in motion. Yes. I feel that. That felt good to me. The next one is, abundance is my birthright. Because just by being alive, you are worthy. Yes. The third one is, I don't have to compete, I attract. Now that's for the sassy girls out there, okay, like me. I don't have to compete. Babe, I attract. Yeah, say it just like that. Put a little sass in it. And the last one is, the universe loves to over deliver. I'm picking that one. I'm picking that one. That last one right there is it for me. The universe loves to over deliver. I want you to pick one of these. I want you to drop it in the comment, drop it in my Instagram, tag me if you post it in your story, tag me on Threads. Which one of these daily reminders you will repeat for the next 21 days and see how your life becomes more abundant. Don't play with me now. Get to it, okay? One of the 4. All right, y'all. So we have some language, right? That's going to help shape our energy. We understand how important it is to embody abundance before the evidence is seen. And we also understand how daily reminders of how abundant we are will help to support who we are and how we live. Let's get into some rise questions. I've got 3 for you today. The first one is, what would change if you expected overflow instead of lack? Because our expectations shape our perception and our reality. So what would change in your life if you expected overflow instead of lack? So many things. I'm just going to put that out there. So many. The next question is, how can you embody abundant energy in your daily rituals and self-talk? You can embody abundant energy by choosing one of those daily reminders and saying it for the next 21 days. That's a start. But ask yourself the question, and if there's any other ways that you can answer that, I would encourage you to just try it for 21 days. They say 21 days makes a habit. So try it for 21 days. And the third question is, what can you release that's keeping you in survival mode instead of thriving? What is one thing that you can release? And maybe not today, maybe not in this moment, but just think about it and meditate on it and feel through it. What can you release from your life that's keeping you in survival instead of thriving? That will help you find your way to abundance. Friend, my goal with this episode is to just help you remember that you are to be held accountable for the life that you're living. So if you truly want to live an abundant life and that is not your current experience, you are responsible for changing things for yourself. You are responsible for using language that helps you shape your energy. The same way I was responsible from going, there's nobody for me, to saying, I'm ready for someone who sees me as the gift that I am. The same way I took responsibility and held myself accountable to daily reminders, to language swaps, to just showing up as love in order to receive an abundance of love, is the same way that you can use every part of this episode to unpack where you currently are, probably in a series of broke beliefs, right? Living this life of lack, and you are responsible for shifting yourself with support into a season and a life that is full and abundant and really embody that there's more than enough for you. I want you to use this journal prompt and answer this question honestly. Where are you still speaking scarcity and wondering why you're not seeing overflow? Where are you still speaking scarcity and wondering why you're not seeing overflow? Because if you're not seeing overflow, then it is your fault. That's what it is. Okay, you are in control of your life. And it might not happen tomorrow. The change might not happen next week. But if you believe and you take aligned actions, it will happen. It's energy. We don't make it up. We just do. I'm going to leave you with these final things, friend. Don't forget the ism for today's episode. You can't fake abundant energy with broke beliefs. You cannot, okay? Because abundance is a frequency. You have to tune into it to attract it. That's just how this works. I have a few reminders before we head out today. First one is the Hey Friend, Hey Affirmation decks are absolutely coming back. I promise you this summer. The pre-order is going out for you to get your own deck. We're on episode 21, and there are 31 affirmations. So that means season 1 is coming to an end soon. But before that happens, I will have the website up for you to order your very own Hey Friend, Hey affirmations. Daily affirmations for a friend, so that you can follow along, not just with the affirmations, but with the podcast episodes as well. The next thing is, if you are looking for a deeper, more intimate connection, comment the word join below to join my Instagram broadcast community. It is a free community. It's online. I don't bother y'all every day, all day, but I do talk to you. I do lives in the broadcast community, and I also use the broadcast community to help me choose which episodes, which affirmations I'm doing next. So make sure you comment to join. You can find the link in my bio on Instagram. Also, my clothes today, my shirt is from the Munchie Merchie apparel line. My homie Shane, who's a dope creative here in Bangkok, has a beautiful apparel line called Munchie Merchie. I've had her tops, her apparel on other episodes. I am collaborating with her on a few things. I'm excited to be repping her brand and supporting her because she is someone who aligns with the podcast. So shout out to Shane and Munchie Merchie for the support. Thank you for the collab, friend. And next, retreats. Next year, 2026, I am hosting a retreat. I want you to continue to tap into the episodes so that you will be one of the first to know when I launch the 2026 retreat. But of course, you can find me on social media. You can head over to Instagram. I'm also on Threads at It's Kenesha B. And you can follow the podcast on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at To The Crown Pod. That's the number 2, The Crown Pod. Last but most certainly not least, don't forget to subscribe to the episode. Subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you share this episode with a friend who really needs the reminder that they live an abundant life, that they can live an abundant life, and that there's always more than enough for them. Tag me on Instagram when you pick your daily reminder. And if you have a favorite phrase that you say because you do live an abundant life, please share that with me. I would love to share that with my community as well. Thank y'all so much for joining me for another episode. You're so beautiful. I love you so much. There is more than enough for you. And don't forget, you can't fake abundant energy with broke beliefs. So get it together. All right, y'all. Next week, I'm talking about being vulnerable. Let's get into it. Ready, get set, let's grow.